Hey,
Hey,
and welcome back, everybody.
we are coast to coast and we are happy to see y'all again. We got a big podcast here for you today because it's new set season.
Yep. I mean, by the time you're watching this, there's a greater than average chance that it got posted after street date because I have a bad habit of dragging my feet when it's time to do this.
It's fine. It's fine. It'll still be in the meta.
Yep.
We'll be fine.
But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm excited.
I am
I got
too.
got my top picks. I broke my rule on pre-orders. But
And I've had the craziest freaking pulls at pre-releases.
okay. Yeah, I would
So,
say let's open up with a little bit of that. Let's talk about the ridiculous. You went 3 for 3 on pulls at pre-releases. So
mm-hmm.
let's start from the beginning and work through them.
All right. First pre-release, first pack magic, alt art secret Luffy.
We'll put that up here.
Yeah. Second one, uh, not first pack this time, but alt art Ace Leader, which fan freaking tastic, and I've already offloaded that, but you kind of have to. I'm not playing Ace this set. Spoiler alert, it's just not my jam. But
Okay.
last night was the big daddy of all pools. I don't know if they mixed up the boxes or what, but I ended up pooling Secret Rare Luffy. The alt art of the Nuso Juro, one of the five elders. Not just once, twice, twice. I pulled the same alt art at a pre-release 2 times. It's crazy. But then the crown jewel of it all, wanted poster Secret Luffy. Beautiful, beautiful. I now I got my ass beat at every single pre-release. But you know what? I don't care. I came out a winner. And it's made me really, really hyped for this set.
Especially those Wanna posters are so pretty. Like,
God, yes.
I would love to be able to just frame one and put it up in my office.
Hmm.
Purchasing one is
I'm
out of my budget, but if I pull one, I'd be okay with that.
fingers crossed for you, buddy.
So,
Fingers crossed, because
well, we'll see. This Saturday is my first locals in a while since the store reopened.
oh,
So it is
seriously?
confirmed. I
Awesome.
am excited.
Now, is your first locals going to be a pre-release? Because this
That I
Saturday,
don't know. That has not been
okay.
confirmed because allocation to our store can be a little tricky sometimes. They just got
Hmm.
their PRB2 in.
Huh.
So, I mean, that might be what we have on the platter. I wouldn't say no to that because those
Okay.
Marcos in there are ridiculously expensive right now, and I
Honestly,
wouldn't say
that'd be
no to
pretty
trying to pull
sick.
them.
Yeah, or one of the manga events, or even the manga Sanji. You never know.
I say if I pull a U and get that manga triple G,
Ah,
I'll have to be on the
beautiful.
fence on whether or not I sell it or put it in the case next to my manga parallel or whatever you want to call that buff burst that I pulled the other week. Just have them sitting in the front. But
I.
yeah,
Mhm.
I'm excited and dude, hella pulls, jealous all over right here. Might as well just paint my face green with the envy.
Nah, it's cool. Hey, I got your bows for you, so there's that.
Well, if I say I actually have all 4 bows sitting in my
Oh,
Sabo deck right
nice.
now. I got them at actually a pretty good price. They came to a stable price, and I was just like, add to cart.
Pulled, pulled the trigger. Very
Yeah,
nice.
I had the budget for it. My budget's actually getting a little cleaner now because I've cleaned up where I can afford things. So like being able to pick and choose when I'm ordering. Like today I did an order and I ordered I did another pre-order, which some of the cards were like anywhere from like 25 to 50 cents a copy. And I'm like, they're probably not gonna get too much cheaper than that. And it was
Right.
the new one cost events for blue and red. So I figured we'd talk a little bit more about that once we get down to the tech support
Yeah.
section because I
That's
actually have a lot to say about that. But I filled out my zero cost events because they were actually at a reasonable price for me. So I bought what was it, 2 kit courses, a full set of Gum Gum Rains, and 3 copies of Disappear. And you
Nice.
actually pulled the alt art or the alt art or parallel or whatever, the disappear from PRB2, which was really cool
And
looking.
and the alternative Bad Manners Kick Course too.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I thought those were really cool looking. I like the way
They're
that they
sick
handled that.
arts.
And the fact that they got updated to the new block is great.
Hmm.
Um,
Absolutely.
which since I broke my rule on it, I thought a good topic for today would be to discuss pre-sale prices. And that's because I have lots of opinions on that. And most of the opinions are just cool your jets because the pre-sale prices typically are super inflated.
It's insane.
But part of it
Um,
is also being able to try and predict things that are kind of blow up once people realize what they are. One of them for me was the new SR Yamato.
yeah.
And when I was looking at it originally, they were in the range of like $5. Then they spiked up a lot in the same day. And then they came down later in the day. They were thereabouts in like the $6 or $7. I think they were about $7 a piece.
Hmm.
I was like, you
Now
know
I think
what?
they're at
I'm
10.
comfortable with that. I don't know if they're going to get any cheaper than this. They're still kind of floating between like 6 and 8 right now, but they spiked back up to 10 after I pre-ordered. And I'm like, I think I made the
Pause
right
for a
call.
sec. Pause for a sec.
And we're picking back up. I know that the transition is going to be a little funky looking to everybody because life happens and we got interrupted.
But that's all right because we are back and we are gracing your screens again. We are coast to coast.
Trigger happy over on the side, over on the East Coast.
And the Jolly Green Gum Gum Giant here on the west.
Ooh, boy. And hopefully the weather's nice out there because winter decided that it wanted to come a little early this year. It is freezing out here.
Oh, it is the rainy season out here now, which personally I think that's beautiful. I love that and I kind of hope it stays for a while because I am a big fan of the rain. Otherwise, it's
I
all right.
look,
It's fine. East
I
Coast,
can dig a good
sorry,
Q
West.
storm.
Same, same.
So, jumping right back
Well,
in, we're just gonna transition over to our questionable call segment, and it's time for us to talk a little bit about our locals experience. Mr. Triple G over here, I figured we start over with you because you had a very rich pre-release season for you as OP13 was
yes.
dropping. I know we covered a little bit about your ridiculous pulls in the last recording segment. So let's take a look at how you did. I know you went to three of them, right?
Yeah, yeah. Pools wise, it was crazy. I had a massive hit pretty much every single pre-release, and I did go to three of them. Um, Game wise, definitely could have been better. It was sealed, so we played a totally sealed for all three pre-releases. And the last one was interesting in that we normally for pre-releases you have to use Rainbow Luffy. Uh
Yes. Yeah, and
this
he
last
basically
one,
counts as all colors and basically there's no dead cards in your pack from my understanding.
correct. However, so sorry. However, the
I know that feeling.
yeah, it's been a long day at work. Uh the last pre-release I went to, they let us pick we let us wow. They said we could use any leader we pulled from the pack. So, a lot of aces were there because you pull an ace, you're gonna want to play the 6K leader that can trash a card for 2K counter. Me, I played Roger. I pulled Roger and I pulled like half of a deck worth of Roger cards, like 19 Roger Pirate cards, hoping to just
Ooh,
get the mega ramp on mine.
there you
I
go.
got it turned out okay. I got fifth, so it it worked for something.
Solid
Uh
start.
yeah, decent enough start. I think I went God 2-2, 3-2, something like that. But it was a pretty solid pre-release overall, although it also really showed why you stay as Rainbow Luffy in the format because some of these leaders are busted. Like at Ace
Yeah.
Leader, oof. Yeah, how about you? How your locals been going, man?
So I had our first local since the store completed its reno. There was like a 3 month gap between tournaments. The last one I
Mm-hmm.
went to was over the summer. So, mine was small, was not heavily advertised because we were just kind of getting back into the swing of things. So it was mostly word of mouth. I was trying to gather bums and seats by just telling people, hey, if you've ever wanted to play and you don't have a deck, I got loaners. Just show up, we'll give one. So we only had 4 people this time, unfortunately, but we have
Ah,
advertised more for the next couple. The next one's that I'm going to is in a couple of weeks. That's the
all
first one
right.
on the actual app and docket. But yeah, I went 2-0 and took the win. Nothing crazy out of packs. Preston actually pulled the alt Kobe from PRB2
Ooh,
in the rare, which was pretty
nice.
dope. And him being a Kobe player, it was so appropriate.
That fits for him. That's very
Uh,
fair. And that's also a really good card for Kobe too.
yes, it did very much is. And on top of that, I mean, I don't play black, but I did go four SRs from PRB2 packs because I bought one at the start of the tournament just for
Hmm.
ha-has, and then I got three as my prize winnings. And
Right.
yeah, I went 4 for 4 on SRs.
Ah, you love to see it. You love to hear about it. So
And
nice.
I pulled 2 Sabos, and while I'm not a black player, that Sabo does look really nice with the statue in my case. So I'm working on kind of reorganizing the case. I want to get some nicer display shelves in there. I'm gonna try and build some,
That
so
that's
it'll make
fair.
it a little nicer. But yeah, it was pretty cool to pull that. I pulled it. I'm like, I mean, I was like, I thought it was like an alt hit or something. I got excited thinking it was Marco.
I mean, and hey, also don't discount those PRB2 super rares. The exclusive PRB2 cards, they spike. The rares are crazy,
Yeah,
the super rare
it's
they're
because
crazy. It's nice.
didn't you say that they short printed them?
Yes, the rares absolutely because they took up a spot in these secret rare slot, not secret rare.
Mm,
Basically they take up a hit slot. So if you get a hit, you do not get a rare, meaning you're down one shot for one of those PRB exclusive rares.
mm. Yeah, I definitely paid more than I was hoping to when I bought my boas for Sabo, but they're
Yeah,
here. But I
all
will
right,
say
that's what
that
matters.
looking into the future of everything is I'm a little terrified of EB3.
I'm excited for it.
I mean, I'm
Uh,
excited for the set itself, but
oh, the pool grates. I see.
no, that they're usually their SRs typically whole command kind of stiff prices. The uh
Yes.
the SRs from
Um,
EB2 are still consistently holding
oh
15
yeah.
plus dollar tags, and I need play sets of 2 SRs. And of course, I'm standing on waifu tax with Nami and Robin being the ones that I'm gonna need.
Ooh, that's rough. I wish you the best of luck on that, buddy.
Well,
That's a rough two
here's
SRs to need.
my consolation on this. I'm gonna put some money aside starting
Mm-hmm.
now because I have till February to kind of accumulate some funds.
Okay.
And dropping, even if they dropped to $10 a copy, $80 on upgrades is a little hard to
A,
justify.
a bit, yes,
I'm
just a
hoping
bit.
OP14 doesn't have a lot on the docket for me because if I can go lighter on that, it'll be helpful. But I did find alternatives to some of it. Um, Nami's really good. I feel that the SR Yamato out of 13 is an acceptable
Ooh.
alternative.
I
It doesn't burn the life, but you get the draw and you get 2 draws and it still commits the rest at dawn. So it does give
yes.
you it's not the same, but I feel like it's a reasonable alternative.
I think I can agree with that. It's a side grade. I would call it a side grade,
The
basically.
big issue is that Robin is a non-negotiable 4 of. She
Yes,
does too much, and
she
she can end the
does.
turn during off turns.
Mm-hmm.
Or sorry, end the
Yeah.
game during off turns.
Yes. Although, remember, one of Robin's effects only work with Straw Hat leaders.
Yeah, which is why I want to. I mean, I'm a Nami main, so it just
Uh,
fits.
That's fair. Okay,
And that's
sorry. I
why
was
for me
thinking
it's a
Boa. I was thinking
yeah.
Sabo for a second. Yep, that
No,
makes more
yep.
sense.
I say no, honestly, there is nothing I can tell from EB3 that Sabo really needs right now that I'm not already gonna get for Nami.
Oh, that's fair.
But yes, there's a lot of heat coming my way. The nice part is the only other things I'm looking at in there are commons, so it's I'll
Yeah,
take that.
that's always a good thing. Always a good thing. For EBO3, I think I'm mainly looking at the Robin myself. It's just a good card, and I do play the Robin leader, so it's not direct support for her, but I will take it.
It's
Um,
strong support.
yes. Of course, I'm also going to be looking for the carrot rare, but that's a rare, so that shouldn't be too bad.
Yep.
I hope we never reach a point in the game where the rares end up costing $50, a la Laboon. So,
Have you seen the alternate art for the carrot in that set too? I figure that's something that you're gonna be wanting to put in.
uh, I might have to. Um, m- I alt out my carrot deck. I alt out my limb deck because those are my favorite two decks in the game. So, yeah, I'm gonna be looking for those.
Let's talk about alts for a hot second. Okay.
Yeah.
And here's the one because we had a lot of conversation about it at locals, even though there was not many of us.
Mm-hmm.
The the SR Bonnie out of 13. The regular SR is concerning for me with the art because it's literally like crotch front and center. I was like, what?
Yes.
What are we
Onyx
doing
Child.
here?
Yes.
And that's one where you need 2 to 3 in Vegapunk because
Right.
it's just good. So
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not gonna say anything if he runs the regulars because he's just being budget conscious, but we
Of
all
course.
kind of look and it's like, all right, guys, we got to get on the trade groups and just have people just rape our binders because we need to get alts for this man.
Yeah. I respect using the base arts because they are 45 cents to a dollar compared to the alt arts 25 to
$20
30
a
dollars
piece.
to copy. But
Yeah.
oh, it is uncomfortable.
Yeah, it looks awkward and it's because it's Bonnie that it's super awkward.
It's only because it's Bonnie, it's super awkward. Any other character, I don't think anyone would care as much. It is literally just the fact that it is Bonnie.
Yeah. Well, it reminds me of when Phil was getting into the game, we were looking at the case and they had the secret Bonnie in the case and he's like,
Mm-hmm.
"Oh, that looks really cool." I'm like, "She's $12, years old." Oh.
Uh-huh.
He's like, "I mean, it
Yeah.
still looks cool."
But now there's
It
an
changes
extra
your
layer to that
perspective
that you
on.
really need to.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. So, since we're just kind of talking about picks from sets too, let's back up to 13. I know every set has your top picks for your deck.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, the biggest top picks for myself for Nami are going to be the Yamato SR because it's just good to just refill your hand.
Yes.
Committing Arrested Dawn gives you that play, especially if you're going first, where normally you'd have to wait a little bit. And then Kyozuki Hyori rare, the blocker. It's
Yes.
kind of this has been, I think, our first budget alternative to Kuma, and the part that makes me like it more is the fact that they don't have to be KO'd in battle. So if they just try to delete them with effects,
You
you
can
can
still
still
use
pitch
it.
to regenerate.
Mm-hmm. It's quite nice. And it's a blocker, so you can force the regen too.
Yep, and I do like that. And then like the
Mm-hmm.
smaller ones for me were the secret rare ace. I'm testing with it. I got a couple
Mm-hmm.
of them coming in. It's good because it's rush, commit arrested Dawn, and
Mm-hmm.
potentially bounce something problematic off the board. And
Yes.
then the new gate, super rare. Crazy
Ah, that
strong.
card is crazy. I don't want to say overtuned,
No,
but
but
it is a
I think
house.
he's the best Newgate we've had to date
Um,
with
I
Tax
don't know
Newgate being
about
the
that
next
because
best.
I hold a very fond place in my heart for the 9 cost red Newgate. It is fantastic.
He is good. I think Tax Newgate from OP8 was actually very good too.
Mm-hmm. And that's being
But
used in the Ace deck in OP13 too. It's actually found a home and it's a
yeah,
very
they're
scary home.
abusing that. I am Whitebeard to cheat him out a
Yeah.
turn early and just
Yep,
it's
exactly.
rough. And then only other thing I really have is Lilith for Sabo, and that's just so I don't have to run Darashi. We actually have a starter.
That's fair. That's very fair. And it's a good search for trigger based decks.
And it
Mr.
works
Trigger
really good
happy, that makes sense.
it works really good in Vega too because
Hmm.
they're loaded down with triggers just about as much as Sabo is.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
So
Uh
what do you got on your pick list for the set?
so I'm a green player. And secondly, I'm a Lim player. Those two facts together mean my top pick for this set is very hype, very specific, but it's got to be the 10 cost super rare Shanks. The on play, restand
Yeah,
all 10 of
oh
your Dawn.
yeah.
Um, there's a very funny interaction with Lim specifically, and Shirahoshi can do it too. Uh, when you play out that Shanks, you're not allowed to play cards from your hand for their base cost. However, you can cheat out cards. And you know what two leaders are great at cheating out cards in green? Lim and Shirahoshi. Lim does do it a bit better because Mihawk exists. So you can play Shanks, you can just load up a bunch of Dawn, and then when you have 3 Dawn left, Mihawk, swing a second time for fucking 10k or whatever you loaded up your biggest boy with. Uh
Oh, you have no blocker and no life? 20K?
yeah. Oh, look at that. I'm gonna swing 7, gonna swing 7, gonna swing 8, gonna swing 9. Play Mihawk, I'll swing 9 again. Like there is not much that's
Ah,
surviving that onslaught. Uh and Shirahoshi can use it to a lesser extent.
yeah.
I haven't tested it there yet, but it seems fun. But other than that, Shanks, um, I really like the 5 cost to rare Sanji, the on play restand 2 Dawn. Again, for Lim, it is an extra turn one play. Ooh, extra turn one play. It just helps enable the board flood better going first or second. It's just quite a good card. Um,
I was actually
now,
thinking about Sanji too when you and then when you said that and I was just like that is a I remember you using that last time we had a chance to play and it was
yes.
damn strong.
Yes, but if we want to go for my non-biased picks, because I know that they're heavily limb specific, uh, I will be totally honest with you. I am building Red Green Luffy for fun this set, and I think that the 4 cost Uta is actually a very underrated card. The super rare 4 cost Uta, that on play, restand 2 Dawn, and on KO, play out a 5 cost or less from your hand rested. Um,
That kind of sounds like a like Cavendish almost.
Kind of, and you can play out Cavendish with it because Cavendish is 5 cost, and either your opponent leaves it alive, so you get a sticky 5k body swing each turn, or your opponent kills it and you play out a rested Cavendish or rested Tashigi if you want to run it in Zoro, or that rested 5 cost Sanji. Basically, you're placing the sticky body for a body that has a solid on play and solider stat line. I think it's a very underrated card. I'm getting my copies while it's cheap.
That's fair.
Uh, yeah. Other than that, wow, I really did not look outside of green that much this set at all. Really am the jolly green gum gum giant here. So,
Hey, there's
yeah.
nothing wrong with sticking belligerently to your guns. Like I've jumped around, you know me, I jumped around from deck to deck to deck too much until I finally landed on Nami when I finally started. I feel like that's where I got my bearings. Sabo was my fun project deck and
Hmm.
I made it mine, but I feel like Nami was where I really kind of let my roots set down. But yeah, no. I'm here for it. The fact that you are the green guy.
Yeah, it's and this set was also a solid set just overall. I'm also building Yellow Bonnie for fun because turns out I have most of the pieces for Yellow Bonnie already. It's very cheap, and that does just seem like a fun, aggressive yellow deck. I know the big contenders in the meta are Emu and Ace. Um, I have no interest in either of them, but I cannot deny that they are very strong.
I have been hearing in some places that Nami post EB3 is going to be making waves. Part of me
Okay.
has my fingers crossed that
Fingers
it
crossed
makes
for you.
slightly fewer waves for me because then it'll keep the cost of some of the stuff I need a little cheaper.
Fingers crossed for you, buddy.
It's going to be one of those ones where I might have to just buy it in installments.
That's fair. Buy one a week or one every 2 weeks or what have you.
Grab a cup, grab like two copies every other week. It sucks, but I don't go to tournaments terribly often and I don't travel, so I can be a little bit more loose and use budget alternatives.
Right.
But yeah, I'm excited to see what the meta changes. As far as there's not a lot revealed yet for 14. I know that I already got I got my pin on my calendar that our OP 14 pre-release is on the 10th. I am excited for
Okay.
that. I was told mark your calendar that if that's the week you want to come play. I said, "You got it. I'm marking it now."
That's fair.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm a little excited for that. A little less. I know a lot of it is just seven new leaders and basically direct support for them. I'm hoping there's going to be stuff that can there's going to be stuff that's going to like cross
Yes.
into
Yes. And I
other
mean, there
decks,
is a new
but
boa leader in that set, a blue yellow boa leader.
I saw that. I don't know how I feel about the effects of it personally. I know that I am the blue yellow guy in our group.
Yes. And I'm kind of just saying that because you might be able to get some Nami support from it. I have not looked at the set very heavily, to be completely honest with you.
There's not a lot on the official, there's nothing on the official website yet. It's just leaks right now. The BOA stuff does look cool. I won't lie. And the fact that we did get a new three cost BOA at a 13 does give it a little something extra to play with. It's an on KO effect, and I'm during tech support, I'll cover my thoughts on KO effects, but I don't know. It's interesting. I think
Mhm.
the one leader that I caught my eye, and I really don't want to dabble too much because I'd have to get way too much. And also, bond clays are expensive, and yes,
Yes, they are.
that spoils it a little bit. Is the purple Doflamingo? I think the
I
fact that you can re return a Dawn to the Dawn deck to dictate attack targets is kind of bonkers. Because
yes,
that's definitely going to make on KO effects live grenades.
it's pretty fucking crazy. I do agree. But only it only redirects to Don Quixote Pirates, so it's not as
Which
bad.
is fine. I know they're getting like a ton of new support, which is
Yes.
great because Sugar has been sorely lacking support.
Sugar gets some solid buffs from this next set because of that. So yeah,
She needs
it's
some
just,
red Don Quixote stuff because
but she'd be the only one who could really use it. So I'm okay that she's not getting it.
this is true. And
Uh,
you can focus on other things out of the red pocket, which is just going to be some manipulation stuff, things like Otamas,
yes.
the one cost Namis that let you commit rested Dawn, just utility and tech essentially. But yeah, as
Yeah.
far as other leaders go too, I mean all the new leaders look pretty cool. We're getting one total leader in EB3 and it's Vivi and it's a red blue and it looks cool as hell to play.
I've already got my pieces together to start building it. I'm not gonna lie. It does look fun and I am ready.
I am I would be interested, but I looked at some of the pieces that would be needed. One of the killers is the fact that SR Vivis out of EB2 are still like $8 a copy.
Thankfully, I was able to pull two of them from my EBO2 back when I
I
bought
I
it.
will
So I'm
say this.
okay on that.
I like the dancer art. It bums me that it's pre-time skip because it's a little creepy that she's still 16 in that.
Fair. That's
But
fair.
they made it look less goonery in my eyes in this.
They
they made
did.
her look more combat oriented. But I did
Agreed.
love the fact that she had the cloak in her original leader. I thought that was really, really badass looking.
Yeah. Yeah, she did. She was. Yeah. I'm still
But
excited for it though. Gunnar or not. I think it's gonna be a fun leader.
I try not to. rest all my opinions simply on the art itself as long as the card is good. But part of me always looks at it from, and it really just boils down to our Yu-Gi-Oh history. It was back when Trap Trick structures came out, and I was like,
Okay.
yep. I
Yep.
was like, I love the mechanics. And then I looked at the art and I'm like, I cannot take this to my house and have to explain to my wife and small child why this looks the way it looks.
Yes.
But that is a whole different, like, that is a whole different kind of creepiness. But I look at that was what kind of shaped my opinion on the art topic. I do like cool art. I feel like it doesn't have to be, hypersexualized essentially.
That's fair.
That's why I kind of like the a lot of the manga prints because it focuses a lot on the art both in the fore and background, though the
I
Nami
do
manga
love
definitely
those.
does not do itself any favors in that aspect.
Yeah.
So, but that's a whole other topic. We can discuss art opinions on art as another
I
talking point.
I think so. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be fun for our next episode.
So, next episode, we're going to talk about opinions on art. And I feel like we should grab like a couple examples of like things that we really, really liked for art.
And probably some that we don't. So,
Yes, things that could have
grab
been done better.
grab a couple of those Bonnies we were
Bonnie,
talking about.
Bonnie, specifically the new
Same
Bonnie.
same
I feel
brain
like
cell there.
I feel like a lot of the other Bonnies have not been quite as bad as the base SR Bonnie.
That's fair. Yeah.
But we won't hop into that. I don't really have any other talking points as far as like the questionable call segment. Do you got anything
I,
else?
I don't either, my friend. I think we're done with questionable calls this week, but that's a-okay. We'll have more questionable calls next time too, as we always do.
I say with any luck, we'll get a, as we're calling him now, Phil D. Roger,
Ha!
because of the mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Did you see the
Says,
mustache picture he sent to the
yes,
group
I
chat?
did, says Blackbeard himself.
Oh, I was like, "Arrgh."
You're gonna have to
That's only
march
going
with
to
the
be around
teach him
for a
at the
few more
locals,
weeks.
bro.
I say, don't get used to the beard, everybody. The beard comes off right after Thanksgiving, and then I insist
Ah.
everybody at the store call me Mustache Daddy.
Hmm.
Because I'm not weird at all. But yeah, you want to hop over? I actually have a couple of things to say for tech support. It's not anything specific to any specific decks. It's just some opinions I had. Ladies and gentlemen, the East Blue Boy over here, pointing over at my West Blue Boy over here,
And the West Blue Boy pointed over to the East Blue Boy.
which on my screen would be down. But we
We'll
are
get directions one day. We're just as bad as Zorro.
what? To me, change his name to Zorro. I have no idea where I'm going, but I'm gonna beat everyone's ass on the way there.
We'll make it at some point. Eventually.
Yeah,
Maybe.
it's questionable. But getting into tech support stuff, I figured the easiest. So I did say I had something tech supporty for Lim. I'm sure you can consider it at this point. I was looking at the 6 cost Odyssey Sakazuki, and I'm like, this seems like something you would run.
Okay. So that actually is a card that has been used in Limb decks quite a bit. It's just straight up KO 5 cost. It's fantastic. The problem is no counter, but and
Hmm.
you cannot cheat it out. You have to hard play it on 6 Dawn, which not the worst thing in the world, especially on your like 9 Dawn turn. You're leader abilitying, and then you're Sakazukiing, and then you're controlling the board. It's a good card, and it's got 7K power, so it's got the magic plus 2K number. The
Hmm.
problem right now, it don't do shit against Emu because of their protection.
That's fair.
It don't do shit against Ace because its only targets are Yamato, which is it's fine. That's a fine target, I guess. The 4 cost Marco, which they're gonna draw 2 cards if you KO it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
they're down to
never a
block
good
with it.
KO anyways.
Yeah, and because it does not hit the Jozu, it does not hit the blocker beard. So it's kind of crap into two of the big three decks right now. It is great into Zoro. The problem is,
Zoro's actually on the downtick, I honestly feel like, as far as the
mm,
triangle goes.
as a limb player, no.
No,
No,
no, not
I
like in power,
fucking
but I mean in terms of like representation. I feel like Emu is flooding the market right now.
That's because Emu is very cheap. Every card in the deck is a rare or below, except for the 10 cost, which it's a super rare. It's not going to be like $20 a pop.
Not
So
out
it's
of
a
a core
very
set anyway.
hmm?
Not out of a core set anyway.
No, yeah, we don't talk about the PRB sets,
Or
but
the Emu sets, or any of the non-OP sets.
yeah, pretty much. So yeah, Emu's just a cheap deck to build, and it helps that it's really good. Six cost Sakazuki is actually something I here's the thing, it's great into Zoro, it's great for board control, it's great into rogue decks. The problem is, if you play it, you're kind of fucking your Emu and Ace matches up a little bit. You
Hmm.
can't hit all of the triangle, so
But
you
you can
gotta
hit that. You can hit some. You can at least hit some of it, and at least prep for Rogue.
yes, exactly. Uh
I'd
Also
say
the
maybe
problem
what, like a two
is
of then,
mm, two or one, that could work. I'm not running it at all right now because I've switched it out for a different Zoro tech in Judgment of Hell.
Hmm.
Hey, I'm
Uh
waiting for one of those in the mail.
Hey, it's a good ass card. Also, how did we not say that Filbert was back? How did we
And
not
we,
say
I say, I thought we pointed down to him.
we did? But then we got all zeroed up. We
Oh
got the
my
Phil
God,
of D
yeah.
back
Sorry,
on.
I have a bad habit of running my mouth. Yes, Filbert is with us for the tech support column. Say hello, Mr. The Phil of D.
Hello, Mr. The Philistine. Thank you for having me, fellows.
Always,
I guess
brother,
we're
always.
going to get our fill of him.
Yeah, yeah.
I can
Okay.
hear you both rolling your eyes. But
Harmony
uh,
from across the country.
Yeah.
yeah, pretty much. Our very awkwardly shaped triangle.
If it works, it works.
So big thing I
Cute.
wanted to talk about for tech support was, I mean, obviously back at the start of the game, the zero cost events were big, at least like two ofs in most decks. And I feel like they're not getting as much love as they used to. And the reason I feel that is because the one cost events that are starting to come out for all the colors are replacing them as the new zero cost because for the cost of one, you can either pay additional Dawn and do something cool during your turn, or counter out for 3K for just one Dawn for defense.
Yes and no. Um, so you're right. I'm not seeing zero cost events nearly as much because those one cost events are pretty freaking good. Plus, they've got a main and a counter, so they're not just counter events, which is
Yeah.
great. But also, you're still required to leave one Dawn up. So for decks that want to slam all their Dawn on plays, the zero cost events are still solid because you're still pitching bricks.
Yeah, but I feel like the one cost events have largely replaced them in the as far as like power scaling goes, because I'd rather leave the one Dawn up and potentially and have a stronger defense without having to pitch another card because I feel like if I can maximize the deck build, you're going to be able to use that one, and then you'll still have. If I'm going to pitch a second card, I'd rather it be for that plus another counter, like potentially a 5K boost.
That makes a lot of sense. Counterpoint. It's a solid point because, yeah, the one cost events are replacing a lot of zero costs, but you're leaving one Don up. And I don't mean that in just, oh, you can't maximize your Don. I mean that in your opponent is going to guess you're going to have a convention hand. They're going to play around. They can't really play around a zero cost event if they don't know you're playing it. Now, once you drop the first one, surprise, it's gone. That's fair.
But here's a counter, like, side point. If you can't use up all your Dawn, I'd call me crazy. But like you said, if you leave one up, everybody's gonna be like, oh, he's clearly up to something, and then try to play around it. It works wonders when you have shit in your hand. So like
Yeah,
That was
they're
going to be my counterpoint is
I've
you can use it for the bluff because they'll be like, "Yep, he's got the one cost, so I'm going to have to waste extra Dawn or resources to power out it, and it'll minimize follow-up impact.
Oh, absolutely. There have been plenty of turns where I just completely fuck up and accidentally leave Dawn up because I miscounted. And it psychs my opponent out without even realizing.
It's
Because
like
dead.
counting to five when you don't have Nibiru in hand.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And then they get
yeah,
mad when they realize you're just sitting with a handful of bricks.
that's their own fault. They should have, they should have just went for it.
That's true. Hey, look, as far as people not knowing when to go for gold, I feel like I've won that one in spades in some of our personal games because yeah, there's times that I could have just slammed into health if I would have been like, "Oh, he's only got one card in hand."
Oh yeah, and we've talked about that. We have, and I think you've seen that you can be a bit better about that. But that's what learning this game's all about.
I have feel like I found a little bit of balance in that because my even though the locals were very small, I feel like I've proved that I've made at least a few strides forward in knowing when to rip it and when to refortify.
Oh yeah, your practice with me is really paying off, man. I'm proud of you.
Thank you. And joining the Gold Club was a nice little bonus.
The gold, that is right. Didn't you pull a gold, Dawn?
I got Vegapunk's Gold Dawn sitting in my case right over here.
Mm,
And
beautiful.
it's one of those ones where I kind of felt bad because Vegapunk is Preston's thing. But I'm like at the same time, I'm like, it's a Gold Dawn. I would love to just like I'm blinging out where I can.
That's fair.
And my first alt was Gecko Moria, and I don't have it anymore, and I kind of wish I kept it now. But at the time, I got the alt art EB1 chopper
Hmm.
for it. And yeah, I'm like I feel like that was good for me at the time when I was a chopper main.
That's fair. That's pretty fair. Yeah.
But it would have been cool, but I would have had to play black if I did that. But I have a rule now, and I have
Mhm.
not gotten to enforce it. If I pull an alt leader out of packs from an event that I attend, whether it be locals or pre-release or whatever, I have to play that deck.
I respect that. I do
Sounds
respect
Which,
that.
sounds fair.
which if watch EB3 is where I do it, and I'm like, oh, suddenly I'm playing Vivi. Oh no, blue and
Oh,
red.
oh no, how terrible. I'm actually really excited for Vivi. It looks like it's gonna be a good deck.
Yeah, I agree. I honestly am getting really excited about OP14, and my talking point on that was, well, no, I feel like this is a good point to transition to that. I was like, I had another point, but really it wasn't too important. Um, I think OP14 is going to actually be a good entry point for new players, and that's because with the seven new leaders, each one has a relatively self-contained archetype in that set. So people who are looking to get in will have the option to get a pretty wide variety of leaders as well as good support. And then all they have to do is fill out like cheaper staples.
Yeah, yeah. Most of the OP14 leaders are pretty self-contained. Mihawk mostly uses his stuff. Jinbei pretty much only uses his stuff except maybe one or two extra cards.
Yeah,
Like all the
staples.
leaders, one or two cards outside the set. That's it.
Yeah. And I showed you the list I cooked up with Boa, and the funny part is everything that's on that list that isn't from 14 is stuff that me as a yellow player already has. So I guess
That's
or blue stuff. It's my trigger happy stiff.
I know. Yeah, that's fair.
So, and I think that there's a lot of really cool effects. Like the Doffy, the purple Doffy is absolutely unhinged in my opinion. The fact that you're going to be able to -1 to direct an attack is honestly kind of bonkers because
Hmm.
it'll let you take advantage of those on KO effects so much and prevent kill shots potentially.
Yeah, yeah, I think you're onto something there, man. Uh,
What do you
I think
have you had a
I'll-
chance to look over OP14 at all, Phil?
I was just scrolling through it, and there's literally only one card that interests me in the slightest, and that's
which
the eight
is
cost Whitebeard.
The
that's
Whitebeard guy interested
fair.
in Whitebeard pirates? I never would have guessed.
What?
Well, since we're talking about
Guess.
tech support, how do you feel about spending $80 on a play set of cards, Phil?
Oh, I don't.
Because Marco's really good for Whitebeard, and
Oh, I know.
they're
I'm gonna I,
pricey.
I'm gonna have a very I have other Marcos.
But do they block and provide you with additional resources?
They block.
So it's something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do be blocking.
Yeah, I don't think you're lacking for alternatives. That one's just they had to
If I
make more it had to be a more expensive like if it was a rare and it was like a $6 rare, I would be a little bit more okay. Like dropping $24 for a playset. I feel like even though that's on the side of things, and I know because I pre-ordered some stuff and that pre-order some of that stuff came down more than I wanted it to. But I got it all
That's
in one order too. So I feel like I paid for the convenience of having all my pretty much everything I needed at
that's
the gate.
fair. That's pretty
like
fair.
I'll put it this way, if the Marcos find themselves in my presence in the wild somewhere, I might do something about it. But I'm not gonna go chasing them.
That's more than fair.
All I'm hearing is that he's gonna go buy out a bunch of Turbo 2 displays.
Oh God.
You have
Good
No,
the
luck finding them.
he magically opened a playset of the alt Marcos.
If only we could be so lucky though. Shit.
That's fair. I'll say this,
Bro.
the the pirate foiling that they did for cards in PRB2 was, I think, pretty epic. Because
Gorgeous.
I pulled this red Sabo. I think it was just like a common or a rare or something. It was the three
Mm.
cost one, I think. But
Yeah.
like the foiling on it was like the flames from his Fire Fist. I'm like, bro, you're not even like a super crazy like the art is cool, but the foiling makes it even better. I'm like, dude, you're going in the case.
Oh
Going
yeah.
in the
The
Sabo
pirate rare
display.
foils knocked it out of the park.
I was actually joking with myself because I was like, I only have one play set of cards in my deck that is not foil, and I'm like going through it, and it's Nojiko, and I'm like, wait, didn't she get a pirate foil? Just for shits and giggles. It was th $3 to order a play set, and $1.31 was shipping. I paid almost as much for for the shipping that I did for the cards,
Oh yeah.
but I'm fine
I
with that.
I love PRB sets when it comes to the reprints, not the rares that are brand new to the set, the reprints, because it makes them all cheap as hell.
Yeah.
Unless your name is Bon Clay. But even he's half price, just half price is still very expensive.
Half price is still way too much. Well, actually, he's at like a quarter price because he was chilling at before the reprint was like a month before the reprint was announced. He was $80 a copy.
Ooh,
ugh,
hate that.
ugh.
Yeah, Blurple Sanji boy. If you're gonna run Bon Clays, they are
Actually,
perfect
you
for
don't really
ramping.
you don't need Bon Clay and Blurple Sanju like at all. It's
It
nice,
does
but
make it nicer.
it's nice, but it is not required. So
Yeah,
he is safe,
that's not the plan. The plan is to throw events as fast as possible into the trash.
pretty much.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah,
Speed
no,
mill
Blurple
swing.
Oh,
Sanji is just throw your events in trash and hit with your big unremovable Sanjis.
yes.
Yeah.
Speaking of throwing things in the trash, and I don't mean that as an affront, I did see that the new Mono Blue Namis have started distribution. I saw that they had our distribution pile arrived at the store when I was there last.
Oh yeah, I have like five of them.
Yeah, I was like, we need to get one into into the one guy there, Jeff. He was a Mono
Poor
Blue.
Jeff.
I felt so bad because I'm like, oh, he got hurt, and then they're like, oh, but we're reprinting it with more restrictions. I'm like, oh, kick the man while he's down because not only did he invest into that deck when it was very popular, he was very, very good at it. Like I literally had to sit and think about like counter strategies when I would sit against him because I'm like, all right, I know how this deck plays. The problem is, what can I do about it?
You can't. There's a reason it was banned. Nami is very
Powerful.
solitaire or die.
And I feel like
No, solitaire
if
and
they
die,
can
sorry.
if they can put out some really good East Blue support so that the new one is at least playable, because I feel like with where it's at now, it's very stuck. But that's my opinion on that. I personally didn't think it was enough of a problem that it needed to get the axe, but it was always challenging to have to sit across from it. The only time I ever beat it was when I was running mono red Sanji. And that guy was just about forcing a board into their face.
Yeah, Red Sanji is a pretty like aggro in general is a good counter. You just keep slamming and slamming, but that's kind of it. Nami will eat a slower deck alive, which is why she's banned.
Yeah. So it's bittersweet.
Mm. I hope he finds a deck he clicks with.
Yeah, well, he does have that alt Gecko Moria that he picked up from me from Wings of the Captain. I feel like if anything, that would not necessarily be a bad one to play around with.
It's actually not that bad, especially with the new support it's getting. It's basically just hand control discard. I think that'd be a fun little rogue option just to do.
Yeah, and the fact that he has the alti leader may be like, hey, might as well flex on it.
Hell yeah.
So I'm on the fence right now. Once I get like bills and stuff paid, get like past Christmas shopping stuff, I'm like, if I have the extra money, since I've been doing so well playing Nami, do I finally bite my lip and buy the fancy alt?
No, which fancy alt? The Learn Together alt or
I
the
have the
Face
Learn
alt?
Together alt right now. I want to get
Okay.
the face alt. I've been
Okay.
wanting that for a while, but
That's fair.
it's hard to justify $40 for a single, even though you only need one.
Still tough to justify. I get it.
But at the same time, I used to drop like that kind of I used to drop like $60 for single copies of stuff when I played Transformers. But also we were metagame shaping and I pretty much had the entirety of every set at my disposal on release. So
Fair enough.
Those were the
it's
days.
different when you're preparing for and playing in a deep meta situation like we were. But yeah, I honestly don't think I have any other like tech discussion points other than just looking at my list of my hit list for the next couple sets. We're gonna have sets in back-to-back months, which is a little rough.
Just a bit. I'll be honest. I'm picking up nothing but the red green Luffy stuff in OP14, and then I'm probably going to skip the rest of that set unless the EBO4 stuff that comes out is great. Oh, also the Kuro stuff. I'm getting the Kuro stuff, the red green Luffy stuff. That's it, except any EBO4 cards.
So green stuff, basically.
I
Mr. Triple
mean,
G.
yeah, yeah, just the green stuff. Hey, hold up. They could print some really good purple cards in EBO4. We don't know that yet. Because
Hey, I'm
remember,
down.
our set's kind of fucked up because we're getting OP14 and then half of EBO4 in the same set.
Oy.
Yeah.
That's
Oh wait,
weird.
did they split EB3 into two sets essentially?
No, EBO3 is still going to be its own set. EBO4, the one after it, the one that has no cards revealed yet, is being split into OP14 and OP15 for the West.
Hmm.
So
Okay.
basically, they're going to be big old extended sets that we're going to count as like 1.5 sets just to catch up for global release.
But I get it.
On the plus
Again,
side, it means maybe a
I'm
shit ton of them will be cracked and it'll make it cheaper. So we don't have the EB cards are expensive problem.
could we just roll EB3 into OP14 so that the stuff I need out of it is not dummy expensive?
They're already
Yeah,
doing that for EBO4, man.
But let's do it for three. I don't know what's in four. The stuff in three, I need two play sets of two different super rares, and my
Okay,
wallet is weeping.
but then you get a Megaton situation, and do we really need that in One Piece?
Yeah. I
Yeah,
mean,
I
the
just want to
tin,
open
oh,
packs sometimes.
speaking
bro, I
of,
feel that.
tins are coming in January as well.
Are they?
I'm pretty sure that they were announced for that early next year at least. But yeah, we're getting
Hmm.
the Bonnie, Nami, and Nico Robin
I thought those were
tins.
Japan only. Damn. Huh.
I'm pretty sure I saw that they were flagged for English release, but heaven forbid the internet tells me the truth every time, right?
Yeah, fair.
Not for nothing. The Robin does nothing for me because I don't think it's a color I play.
Um,
I think it's purple, so might be up your
what
alley.
what Robin?
The TS02 promo.
Oh, I don't think I've seen that one.
Well, let me take it. The sim has the Nami on there. The Nami's pretty good. It's a 5 drop. I think it commits Arrested Dawn and then it does something like a
Wait, is this the
bounce.
EBO 3 one or like I'm
Nah,
not sure.
it's the 10 they're 10 promos.
Huh. It's just a deck builder away. I guess I'll check it out.
So let's take a look. I think it's was she purple? Oh shoot. All I typed in was P. All right, let's do promo. No. TS. Nope. Well, let's just do Nico and see if I can find it real quick. Here it is. Nope, that's not it. That's a different promo. Where are you, promo? Or are you? Oh, I think maybe she's yellow. No?
Where are you?
You will find it eventually, maybe.
Yeah, I don't know what color she is. I know the Nami's blue. Oh, is this it? I think this is it.
Is it the green one?
Yeah. If your
Oh no, the
Straw Hat
green one's
type character
cracked.
would be removed from the field by opponent's effect, you may rest a Dawn instead. So it's
Oh
Tashiki.
yeah. It's Shiki for Straw Hats. Yeah, that's gonna be cracked.
Yeah, and the Nami. Ooh, I need blue. There's so many Namis. All right, so let's turn some of these off. All right, Nami, 5 drop, 6K. If your leader is Nami, give up to one rested Dawn to your leader, then play a character with a cost of two or less. That lets you play the Shoujo promo, which we're never gonna see in the West.
Nope.
No, and it's a Nami staple. Like every list from out east that I see is running four of them because it's that important.
Yeah.
Which
Sad.
bites, but it does what it does. So I figure we talk a little bit about the add-on segment that we're gonna start doing here at some point, and that
Mm-hmm.
is the just coasting idea that we pitched. And basically, we're gonna be assigned colors for what leaders we're gonna play, and then we are going to do a singleton format. And then the idea is we'll get like X amount of upgrades where we play again, where we all kind of rotate who we're playing against. And then at the end, we'll just do some kind of round robin playoff to see who did the best, and who lucked out the most. Because when you have one single copy of any given card in your deck, I mean, the fact that I'm gonna have to pick 50 cards for my deck is going to be stupid. So yes, this will be done entirely on the sim because my card pool is not that valuable or good. And I would like
That's
access to if I get blue, I'm playing Marco, like for sure.
that's fair enough.
So keep your eyes peeled. We're gonna be doing that stuff in the background, and then you'll start seeing that stuff pop up because we like dumb stuff.
Yeah. I
And
think
like
that'll be fun.
I think the song I picked for our intro is true because you're gonna be bad with us. Cha cha cha. I just thought that was so appropriate. I'm like, if you take it completely out of context, it's so true for how these decks will be. We are going to build and play absolutely like goat poop trash.
Yeah, that about defines our skill levels.
But we also like that stuff because Phil, what was it we always used to say? It's only mid till it's meta, right?
Yeah. You don't know what's trash until you sort through all the garbage.
I
Some
mean,
it was
yeah.
jank. It was jank then, but is it jank now? And even if it is jank, I think hot jank was like my favorite thing about other games that we've played in the past. But
Oh
that's
yeah,
why I
nothing's
focused.
more.
Hey, that's why I started focusing more on One Piece. Like, I feel like my ability to jank it up with Yu-Gi-Oh! Just was not there anymore because the game has shifted radically in the last 12 months. And
Mm,
that's okay. People still like it, the game lives, and I'm happy for the people who enjoy it, but hey, the good old One Piece crew out here is doing my heart some good these
that's
days.
a that's fair. I do miss Yu-Gi-Oh, but it's just not for me right now.
Same. I didn't get rid
Eh.
of like a ton of my stuff, but
Oh, I still have all my decks. So yeah.
I have stuff flagged for departure, but it's stuff that I'm not going to miss. So I'm maintaining the decks that have always been near and dear to my heart a little bit.
Understandable.
So, but that's not One Piece related, but I just wanted
Yeah.
to say that this game has been doing my heart good. The people that I play with, both here
Mhm.
and in person, doing me good. They're all wonderful people, and I look forward to many fun locals ahead, even if I'm not there. I don't know if I'm gonna be there this weekend. It just kind of boils down to,
That-
are we
That's
really
fair.
gonna have the time? It's the last weekend before Thanksgiving, so
Oh yeah, that's
I,
rough.
probably
I
not
feel you.
happening.
I skipped it tonight, so
Yeah,
I was like, I don't want to go. I don't want to go lose. I can come hang
some
out with the boys.
some weeks it do be like that. I skipped both my locals this week just because I had stuff that was going on. But next week I have two treasure cups, so we'll see how
Ooh.
that goes. Ooh,
Fred's gonna be winning some hot prizes.
maybe. We're gonna see how it goes. We're gonna keep my fingers crossed. Last time I was at one, I got top eight, but that was all the way back in OPO 10 format. So it's been a
Oh,
bit.
things have evolved a bit since then.
Yeah, I mean, we don't get too many treasure cups out here, so you
Yeah, I
know.
don't think we've seen any out here yet that I've been able to go that I've since I've started anyway, but our stuff goes all the way up to Wilmington, so it's a
Ah,
bit of a
that's
hike.
just a bit. A
Once
poor
the
old Sussex boy like me could never make it up there.
if they do the Pirate Crew League again next year,
Hmm.
which I hope they do. I've talked to the guys at the store and I'm like, we need to form a crew and we need to raid everybody in the area. Because there's a couple places within like an hour, but like for an extra 30 minutes, roll up to like alternate universe or something and test if we've truly got the gas.
Oh yeah.
So that's why I'll be keep sharpening my skills here and figuring out what really works because as much as I like Sabo, I have to say the new boa has raised some eyebrows.
I think your colors are just blue and yellow, man, because you're also really doing well with that EB not EB OP11 Nami.
Yes,
Ugh.
as she
Ugh.
sits as she sits here in the dumpster.
I fucking love that deck box, dude.
I'm so excited. I was so excited when I got it. I'm just like, I'm gonna put my decks in a dumpster because I play trash, everybody. Garbage.
Respect.
But it's yeah. Does anyone else have anything of interest before we
Uh,
look to move to rapping?
Not really. Meta's pretty settled in. I'm pretty stuck on my limb list right now. I'm not doing too many changes. Yeah, I got nothing right now. The One Piece game is stable over here.
I
Although I
like
will
that.
say, I've seen like five God packs in Sacramento in my location alone ripped, and it's like, damn, that could have been me. One of them was at a pre-release that I skipped because I just had stuff going on that night. So it was like, ah, pain.
That's yeah, that hurts.
Yeah.
But hey, so on the opposite side, you're in the SP club
Hey, I did get
from
that
that
SP
USA.
Yosohashi
Yeah.
and the Wanted Luffy.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, and you're in the wanted poster
Yep.
club too. Damn. All right,
Mm,
Phil. Pressure's on. Join the manga
manga.
club first.
it irritated me because at the pre-release, the dude sitting next to me who got his packs before me pulled a wanted ace or whatever,
Ah, that's
and I
so
was like,
rough.
Oh, you said it was
seriously?
the misprint too, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. And I was like, damn, that would have been dope. I wish I would have put my hand out first. Damn it.
bro.
Now you
Damn.
know. Don't let anyone get
But
ahead of you.
but I did end up getting third in that event, so
I mean,
Hey,
I'm not
that's pretty
upset.
solid. Yeah.
So I got the I1 pack.
And yeah, and
So
you've only been playing for what? A month? Maybe two?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
That's super solid, dude.
So that
I
makes
got
me
my
feel
ass
and
like
kicked
all his
that just
training
means
twice.
was all his first training games were exclusively versus Nami.
yeah. So it makes me feel like between getting what my first week at locals, I got 26th. The second week at locals, I got 23rd. My deck building is the problem. It's not my understanding of the game mechanics since I got third in the draft.
But that also takes
So
time to
like,
cultivate. You've been playing for a month. Like, I don't think I got my first top until, geez, at least 3 months into the game, and that was just lucky.
Yeah,
So
2 weeks ago for me, and I am beyond a year since starting. But in fairness, the first I think 4 or so months were Sans tournaments
that's
because
fair.
we were still building up at the store.
Mm.
But yeah, uh, I always joke when we go and I'm like, I love spending X dollars on entry just to get bodied X3. In all
Yeah.
actuality, it's for the love of the game because I do enjoy it, and it's
Hmm.
also because I need to get out and see my friends at the store because that's honestly the social aspect. Playing on the sim against like randoms, I'll do it periodically, but it just doesn't scratch the itch like playing against someone that I'm sitting
That,
there and like verbally speaking to.
that's fair. So hey, who out of the old Yu-Gi-Oh gang is playing One Piece right now? Just
Uh,
out of curiosity.
yep. So Preston's in. I'm still roping in Grayson. Um, Mike plays periodically.
All right.
Jeff plays, and Morgan is our local fish man.
That's oh, he
Started.
must be excited for the new Jinbei.
I don't know if he's necessarily going to get into the Jinbei because he was playing Hody for the longest time, and then he pivoted over to Shirahoshi.
Which I do love that deck. You've seen me use it.
Shirahoshi is getting some sick support in EB3,
Cannot wait.
but yeah, the fact that some of the yellow support is going to be usable, like that, the super rare Nami as a yellow card is just it's too strong. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean like it's great support for yellow decks because it's commit arrested done, and then if they have three or more life, add one life, the top life to their hand. I'm like, oh, it's just better, Nico.
It's just solid.
It's gross. For Nami, it's just absolutely a mandatory, non-negotiable for him. Like, I think if I have to pick between one of the two SRs that I'm going to start with, it's probably going to have to be that. And then the Nikos will
Fair.
be added later. Though
That's
the
pretty
Nikos
fair.
for sure are going to be replacing Kid, in my opinion. Well,
Yeah,
actually, maybe not. I think technically Nami fits that bill. Kid is really strong in that deck still too, so no
it
guarantee
is.
he'll be completely gone.
That's fair.
But hey, good things on the horizon, fun things moving all around.
Hmm.
If we don't have anything else, I think this is where we can set sail into the sunset.
I think so. I don't got anything. Phil?
nope. No.
All right.
All right, boys, girls, and squirrels.
Oh,
Thank you for joining us out here. We got some East Blue and some West Blue, and a little bit more East Blue down at the bottom there. And this is Coast to Coast. And thank you for coming on the journey with us, and we'll see you on the next island.
Later.
no.
Yo! Gotta go, gotta go, gotta go.